Hello students, welcome you all to my online class of software engineering. In this video, we cover the rest part of the first part of software engineering introduction video. Let's try to understand what are the reasons contributing to the software crisis are. Now, there is a demand for more and more software. The hardware is simpler and the software is much more complex due to obvious reason that any complexity in the application has to be done in the software because otherwise hardware will be very difficult to develop. It will be larger, it will consume lots of power, volume and so on. So the problem size of software is increasing year after year. Poor project management because there are after all entirely manual effort. The programmers have to develop, they write the code, test and so on. But surprisingly, one of the major reasons that has been identified for the software crisis is the lack of adequate training in software engineering. The developers, they are not very conversant with the latest software engineering techniques. When they graduate from a college, they don't have a proper background in software engineering. They have studied some things that don't really help in developing good quality software. There is a increasing skills or a taste as far as software development, software engineering principles are connected. And even with software engineering, the skill improvement are not really very drastic. It improves moderately, very slowly over the year. Compared to the way the problem sizes are increasing, the productivity development has not really kept pace. Let's just try to understand another very basic aspect. Might have heard that somebody saying programming is an art, but then we said software engineering and there is an engineering approach to develop software. So is software an art or an engineering? Let's just try to understand the issue concerned. Now let's look at how the technology developed for any specific domain, whether it is steel making, whether it is a paper making. Over Our focus is looking at the software engineering techniques. If we look at the engineering approach to develop software, there is heavy use of past experience. The past experience is systematically arranged, and for this experience, investigation has been made theoretical basis and quantifiable techniques. Quantitative techniques have been provided, but then for many of the techniques that has come from experience, quantitative techniques have not been provided, could not be provided, and there are just thumb rules. There is trade-off between alternatives because when we design a software, we have to look at various kinds of trade-off. The complexity of the software, the cost and so on. And because of the trade-off between alternatives, we have a pragmatic approach to cost effectiveness. Just to summarize our discussion, software engineering is actually an engineering approach to develop software, and this engineering approach has developed from past experience of a large number of programmers. Over the years, the programmers have innovated new way of looking at how to write program, good programmers and so on. All these techniques have been systematically organized so that somebody can go through this topic and be a good programmer, be able to write large programs in a team and so on. So that is the focus of our discussion, and over the next few lectures we will discuss various techniques, issues and so on. Thank you.